Hi guys, welcome back to the Old Goal TV, and today we are going to be doing a match preview for Monday night's encounter at Bramall Lane, Sheffield United versus Wolves in the opener for the PL for these two sides. I think it's going to be a really tough game for both teams. Both made some movements in the transfer market. For Sheffield United, particularly the capture of Bournemouth goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale for around £18 million, and in my opinion, he will prove a fantastic replacement for the Dean Henderson, who obviously is loan finished this summer. Wolves have also made some movements, particularly the capture of £40 million man of Fabio Silva from Porto, and Vitinha on loan, and Fernando Marcal for around £1.5 million. As I say, it's going to be a really tough game for both teams. I think Wolves are technically the better side, but Sheffield United always show lots of grit, lots of determination and passion for the game. And as always against Sheffield United, you're going to be in for a tough game. But without further ado, let's move on to the predicted lineups. As for my predicted lineups, I think Nuno will deploy a 3-5-2 for this game. Obviously, Rui Patricio in goal, and a black three of Romain Saiss, Willy Bonny and Conor Cody. Fernando Marcal can play left centre-back, but I believe he will play Saiss for this game. Left wing-back, I'm going to go with Ruben Vinagre. Probably knows the system a bit better than Marcal, and Marcal's only a new signing, so I think he'll go with Vinagre. At right wing back, I'm going to go with Adama Traore. I think Bernard Asmussen is probably a bit too inexperienced to start the opener in a Premier League game, and obviously Luke Matheson is injured. In the midfield, I think we're going to go with Vitinha and Neves as the two centre mids. And we could play a cam or a CDM. Vitinha could play the cam role if we wanted to go more attacking, but I do believe Nuno will go with Leander Dendoncker just to provide a bit more strength and grit in the midfield, which Sheffield United have in abundance, and that's where they usually beat teams with their strength in midfield. Up front, it could be Fabio Silva and Raul Jimenez, but I don't think we will start the new signing for this game. I think it will be Diogo Jota and Raul Jimenez. I think he'll want to ease Fabio Silva in and not start him straight away, as he has only been at the club for a week. Let's move on to the one-to-watches. Former Sheffield United one-to-watch, I'm going to go with their central defensive midfielder, Sander Berge. They signed him in January, and ever since he's looked really good. I remember I've watched him a few times in games, and he just looked like a rock. I think he'll cause Wolves a lot of problems, and it'll be quite hard to get past him. Obviously, Ollie Norwood, another type of those players, and they're both really good in midfield. So it will be tough to break down that midfield. I think Sander Berge will be crucial to Sheffield United's plans to stop Wolves. So I can see him as being a really crucial part of Sheffield United's plans. But let's move on to Wolves' one-to-watch. For my Wolves one-to-watch, I've gone with the new £40 million signing, Fabio Silva. I mean, how could you not? It's a record transfer, and I doubt we'll start the game, but I expect to see him come off the bench and get some minutes. Hopefully he can play well, obviously. He's done well in the youth leagues and broke into the Porto first team this year. It'll be interesting to see how he adapts to English football, and whether he'll be used to physicality in the opening weeks. Let's move on to the last time these two sides met. The last time these two sides met, they played out a boring 1-0 encounter where it was 0-0 up until the 90th minute, till John Egan headed the Blades in front from a corner. Unlucky from a Wolves perspective, lucky from a Sheffield United perspective. Neither team deserved to win that game. I think both sides were awful, but in the end we did end up losing. Hopefully we don't lose this game, hopefully we can win it, but if Sheffield United do win, then I won't be surprised, because they're a fantastic side. Let's move on to my score prediction. For my score prediction, I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going to go with a Wolves 2-0 victory. I think if we can stop Sheffield United scoring and play well in the defence like we usually do, I think we'll go on the attack and break them down. We've got some fantastic substitutes if we do go with the lineup. I said, obviously, Daniel Podence, Pedro Neto, Fabio Silva, Vitinha perhaps off the benches. Loads of attacking options we can go with. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory. Obviously, a lot of people are going for 1-1. I can see that happening also, but I'm going to be optimistic. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.